over the years in boxing, there's one thing that I've noticed, okay? Some guys have got it inside and some guys don't, okay? If you're a fighter, if you've got the dog in you, you can't teach that. No amount of money can put the dog in you. No amount of training can put the dog in you, okay? The dog is something you either have or you don't, okay? You can train boxing. Boxing's a skill. You can teach boxing, okay? You can teach anyone to box, but you can't teach anyone to be a fighter. Being a fighter is something that you either have or you don't. It's within you. It's in your spirit. It's in your soul. I was always a fighter. I was never a boxer. I was always a fighter. You know, when I was younger, I was always getting into street fights. I was always getting into, because I wanted to go boxing when I was young, but my mum was like, no, you can't do that, because she didn't understand it was a good for you, discipline. She thought it was just, you know, getting your face punched in. So she was like, no, you're not going. This is when I was young. So I ended up getting street fights all the time. When you get in street fights, you end up breaking your knuckles, you end up causing damage to other people, hurting other people. Okay, there's no discipline in street fights, okay? So boxing, when I did go to boxing, I put myself there when I was 14, you know, a certain age, I just put myself there on the bus, you know? And I never had problems after that. I got in street fights, but I never started them. I would always just beat them up in self-defense, you know, if it happened. But I never, you know what I mean, I would never throw the first punch, only the last punch. But what I'm trying to say here is the dog was always in me. Being a fighter was always in me. And I learned to box. Boxing is a skill. But if you haven't got the dog in you, no matter how much you teach someone boxing, they're still going to collapse under pressure. They're still not going to stay consistent. They're still not going to train. They're still not going to improve. Any big challenge put on them, or adversity, or a big fight, or whatever, they're not going to come back from it. You know, they're going to get beat up and they're going to get discouraged and they're going to quit because they're not a fighter. They've not got the dog in them. If you find the rare people, the rare guys that come to the gym, females nowadays, you get women boxers. If you find a person who's got the fight in them, they've got the dog in them, you can tell it right away. Okay, they could come to the gym with no technique, just raw instinct. I've got a few guys, a few clients, friends. There's certain people that I've seen. I've worked with a lot of people, a lot of clients, and I've taught them all how to box. But only one in every 20, 30 has the dog in them, has the fight in them. And that people, once you teach the boxing skills, and you teach them how to fight, how to box, and they combine that willpower, that fighting instinct, then you can make a really good fighter. And they have got the potential to go far in this sport. But like I say, boxing's not fighting, so if you just raw instinct and you don't learn to box, you're still going to get beat. But if you have that dog in you have that fight in you, okay, and you teach them how to box, and you combine it, and you plus time, it takes time, training. You can't just learn how to box in a week. You've got to commit yourself to it over months and years. If you find the right person with the fight in them, a natural fighter, a natural dog in them, the right mentality, willingness to improve, and willing to learn from his failures and mistakes, to stay consistent over the long haul and learn and improve on their craft. You find that kind of person, and you teach them really good boxing, and they've got the potential to go all the way in this sport. They are the ones that are going to do good, go to win the belts, win the championships, build up the records, you know, win Scottish championships, amateurs, go professional in the long-term future. You've got to find the right people. So that's all I'm saying, okay? The dog is either something you have or you don't. And I notice one in every 20, one in every 30 guys, it's very rare, because some people, they've got the instinct, but they don't have the commitment and the discipline. Okay, some people have the discipline, but they just don't have the fight in them. They break under pressure. They don't like getting hit. They don't like getting hurt. You can't handle it, you know. So that's it, guys. Look around. If you see someone with a dog in them, you got to tell them to stick to the sport and commit themselves to it. I've got clients, you know what I mean. I know people who've got the dog in them, and I'm willing to put all my time and energy into them, making them better, because I know they've got potential. You know, but a lot of people don't have it in them, and you can train them up, but it's not a worthwhile commitment long term, if you know what I mean. Like, you can train them up, learn them some basics. It's good to learn them the basics, learn them the boxing, get them fit, shut the bench, all that's great. But if you notice someone that's got the dog in them, you got to take that. They can go far in this sport. Okay, so that's it, guys. Have the dog in you, have that fight in you, be a natural fighter, and then dedicate yourself to boxing, to the craft, to learning the skills, to improving, putting in the time, week by week, month by month, always getting better. Okay, I'm out, your boxing man.